got my favorite from Love After Lockup, Melissa. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me again.
Again, and congratulations. Do you have the ring on? Can we see the ring?
Yeah.
It is
I'm like,
huge and
I'm,
gorgeous.
thank
Oh my
you.
God.
So
So
excited.
walk me through it. Like if someone doesn't watch Love After Lockup, what happened that day that you got engaged?
So Louie, I originally thought we were going to dinner. He told me we were going on a date, meet him, he gives me an address. So I'm pulling up and we're like, there's a beach and there's a lighthouse in front of me. And I'm like, okay, I'm literally in heels, like leather pants, dressed up like we're going to this date. And he's like, oh, we're going up there to the lighthouse. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we're walking up there, like, for what, And he's like,
Yeah.
just trust me. So we walk in, and there's like, I don't know, 250 stairs with holes in the stairs, if you have seen the
Oh
episode or
no.
not. And I'm like, I'm wearing heels. Like, what am I going to do? So I walk up, and of course, I'm like, annoyed already because I don't know what's going on. And then
Yeah.
we get up there, and I'm terrified of heights, by the way. So, like, we get up there, and you have to like walk outside, and it's like, like it's enclosed, but still, I was like, all right, like I saw it, and he's like, look down, and then I look in the sand, and it says marry me, and then he's like down on one knee, and he had this like whole speech prepared that he read, and like they didn't even air that.
Oh no. Why'd they cut the speech out? I
I
don't
guess
know.
because it was like so long.
Oh.
And like when you see, him kneeling down, it's like he has the piece of paper in his hand and he just like wrote, something so beautiful that I wish they would have.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Well, that was exciting. And you guys are kind of one of the more rare couples on the show because usually it's a disaster, things go wrong, you don't end up married and together. So it's neat that you guys are showing it can work. Someone can get sober and clean and get out of jail and get engaged. Was anybody besides Louie's mom upset or shocked that you guys got engaged?
I think like, well, my dad, I mean, I guess he knew it was coming, but my sisters were shocked. I think that, I mean, not shocked that we got engaged, but just like shocked that we got there.
That it worked out.
That it worked
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Like looking
Yeah.
back from, like the first season and the first episodes, like, yeah, of course, like all these guys, I'm sure in prison make all these promises. And it's easy for like, the person on the other side to get wrapped up, in those kind of like in that fantasy. And like I just think that I saw something in Louis from the beginning, and like I really believed that like he changed his life, and when he got out his life was going to be different. I mean, like 10 years is a long time. Like maybe if I met him and he was in there for a year and like he had this story of, that he was going to change, like maybe it would be different. But I think that I just believed, like after 10 years, like he learned his lesson, and like when he got out he was going to be ready to like live a different life. And I just like, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
we're going to get our happy ending.
You were the main contributing factor though to it working. And I just think you did a lot of sacrifice and you were the rock star's wife. You were just like, I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue this. I mean, some people would have ran with some of the things that happened, like
Yeah.
especially with the mom. And you were just like, no, I'm here. I'm doing this.
Right. Like, and I think that I saw like, for Louis too, like I want him to change his life. And I think that if he stayed with his mom in Georgia, like he
No.
wouldn't have been able to like accomplish what he has so far here. Like I feel like, I saw that in him, and I was willing to like sacrifice and help him like to achieve his goals too. Like I just think that he needed to be pushed, and like she wasn't gonna do that for him.
Yeah, you gave him more growth. You're making me think about writing someone in jail. I don't know, maybe Menendez brother or something. I need to
Yeah.
I'm there in my age. So, do you guys have a wedding date, wedding planning, anything like wedding-esque?
We don't yet. Like, we don't really know what, I mean, we both really don't want a big wedding because, like, we're older, and it's just like financially, like, we don't want to spend that kind of money, like, on a wedding. Like, we want to buy a house, but we have like other goals that we want to reach first. So, I don't know, probably something small, but, of course, he's like, oh, just let it, I mean, I want to like wear the dress, you know? Like
Yeah. You could do, like, a Vegas fun thing with, like, your friends and family with the photographer, I don't know.
yeah, like I would totally be down for something small like that, like a getaway, you know.
Are you guys thinking kids at all or no kids?
No, no kids. No. I mean,
No, you're good.
I have a daughter.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
but
So but
she's
you don't wanna start over and do it
yeah, and she's
again from
18. Like
scratch.
she just went to college. It's like there's no way I'm starting over.
Yeah, no, I feel and Louie's almost been like a child, like your project that you've built up into this
Right.
awesome man.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's hard for me to watch, but again, like I said, I've been there. I've had bad mother-in-laws. Like when you guys are all glowing, you're all excited, you just got engaged and you go out to eat in a recent episode and Louis's mom is still like sad making it about her and not just genuinely happy and now accepting you as her daughter-in-law. What is taking her so long? Or what is the issue?
Like I don't even think that it's like I just try to take it like not take it personally because I
Yeah.
don't think it's me. I think it's any woman that
Mhm.
is, you know, taking her son away from her is the issue. Like, you know, some of the stuff she says is just off the wall. Like in that
Yeah.
scene, you know, when we're at the restaurant and you know, I have the ring on, like she wants to try on the ring,
That's
like
weird. That's
weird.
really weird.
Like and then in the you know like you don't see like her interview like we were just watching it as it was airing last week so like when she's outside the restaurant and she's saying like where's my ring. I'm like,
Weird.
weird. Like, what is she talking about? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like that, like, you know, then I tell Louie and then he gets mad. I'm like, this is like what I'm talking about. Like this codependent, like
Mhm.
relationship. Like, this is why your growth didn't happen. Like, I really think she wants him like for herself.
Yeah, it's a strain. She needs to cut the string, cut the cord, let him go, let him be his own man and be happy. Like it's crazy. I have sons that I'd be so happy if they got engaged and now I have a daughter too. That's how I think of it. Not like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
losing a son, I'm gaining a daughter. And I don't understand why
Yeah.
she doesn't feel like that. It's a weird do you have is there any other couples you like to watch on the show on Love After Lockup or Love During Lockup that you kind of relate to or that you've bonded with?
I like Justine and Michael, I feel like are like, you know, because they kind of started around the same time we did. And like they seem to have the same kind of success in their relationship. Like so I like watching them and they live in Vegas. So I'm always like, hey, we should go and like link up with them. But
Yeah.
and I like Brittany and Key Rock too. Like I
Yeah.
think that because they've been on for a while too. Like some of the, you know, the newer couples like that were just on, like Bianca and Daniel. I know they're like a popular talk, but it's like, you know, they have I just don't see like I feel like I could tell if like they're gonna if a couple is
Yeah.
gonna like make it. And it's like she's 23 and then I think of myself at 23 and it's like,
I
yeah,
wasn't ready.
no way. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Has there been anything strange happen to you or Louis, like, after the shows aired in real life?
Like because of the show or
Yeah, has anyone kinda run up to you, or do girls want to train with Louis
uh,
just because he's on the show at all?
yes, that I think is like our biggest argument is like that he's constantly getting, you know, messages and women wanting to train with him and then like, "Oh, let's go have a coffee and talk about it." And I'm like, "Okay, I don't understand
Okay,
why it has
no.
to be like have a coffee and talk like what do you need to talk about that you can't talk about online?" Like I think that you know, they're more excited about Louis from Love After Lockup training him training them, you know, other than just like
Yeah.
looking for a personal trainer. So that's kind of like annoying. And even like at the pizza place where he works, like women will go in there to see him. I mean, it's like I don't care about the training if you know he's getting paid and if it doesn't go like to the next level. Like I told him you just have to be like professional because he's so friendly and like he's a little naive, you know, like he was in prison for 10 years so like sometimes I think that his kindness you know gives the wrong idea and these women are like oh we have a chance like oh let's meet up after the gym and it's like I'm like no like it's like professional you're not like meeting
Yeah.
up hanging out like unless I'm coming.
Personal training would be hard for me because I'm such like a don't touch, don't look at my man kinda thing. So I think
Yeah.
that'd be hard for anyone. Wait, so he's doing the pizza and training still?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, that's good. Good for
Yeah,
him.
no, he's definitely, with the pizza and the personal training, I'm happy that he's keeping himself busy because he said he was going to do all these things when he got out, and he really, proved that he was going to like work hard to try to, get something that's more permanent. And, even though I don't really agree with the personal training, it's like
It's
if it's
still a
going to help
paycheck.
him, now, like, fine. I just want to know about like the clients and stuff.
Yeah. So what's been the best thing about being on a reality show? What's been, like, the most positive thing that's happened in your life?
I think it's just it's been good for our relationship, like being on the show, because it's allowed us to like really get to know each other, and like, having these, arguments or disagreements like with the cameras around. It's like you really have to like follow through with the argument. When like if the cameras weren't around and we just had an argument, like maybe I would have like stormed off or he would have stormed off. So it kind of like forces you to, you know, like, yeah, really dive into it and open up. So I think that that's really been like good for our relationship, like getting to know each other. And, also with the show, like we wouldn't have been able to spend so much time together in the beginning. And I think that like all that time when he was still living in Georgia, like the back and forth, like it really made us connect on a deeper level, where I don't think that we would have if we were just, without the show.
Yeah. Is it hard though, what some people say about reality shows is then people that don't know you at all, just haters, leaving comments and coming after you. Does that affect you guys at all, or are you good at blocking that out?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at blocking it out. It's funny because like Louis gets all like positive comments, right? And like if he
Oh,
gets
weird.
like one negative, but not even that negative, just like, oh, something about like sobriety, he like, has to respond. And I literally get like all my most of my, comments I see are like negative
I
about
did.
me.
I went to positively comment on one of your videos, and I remember scrolling, and there was so many haters, and I was like, "Why?" Like, I think you literally tell it like it is, and you are helping keep him on track, and sometimes he does make mistakes, and he does get a little touchy-feely, in that one workout sesh, so I just think you're in the right, and I don't understand why these females don't agree.
Yeah, and they're like I always say, "Run, Louie, like you could do better." And it's like, okay, well,
What?
if I was so horrible, like then why is he still with me? Like
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
you're
I
like the
think,
best Louis could get, in my
yeah,
opinion, like, you better count his lucky stars.
like, yeah. I mean, and I think that because I'm like, older now, it's easier to like block it out. Like, I really don't care. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure, if I was in my 20s, but like I didn't really grow up in the social media, what wasn't around. So I don't, it wasn't like in my life for the past 20 years. So I don't really care. I'm not even like I'm still like new to like navigate it now because of the show. Like prior to the show, I wasn't really even on Instagram. So it's
No,
easy
I
for
feel
me
you.
to ignore it, but I
With
think like,
age comes, like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
right.
I
Yeah.
just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
can
don't
hate
care.
me, that's fine. That's your
Yeah.
own decision. Um,
Exactly.
okay, and then since I was in rock radio for so long and I love rock music, I saw you just posted you've seen Bush. Is there more, like, rock music that you like or musicians over the years that have kinda, like, you inspired you or that you dig musically?
I mean, I definitely like, in my high school era, like liked alternative. And, like if I'm working out or something, maybe I like something heavier like Godsmack. Like, I definitely like all those bands from the 90s. But like Bush was my like, well, Gavin, like, him
He's so
singing in
hot.
the rain. Like
Yeah.
that, what was that like show? I mean that concert, that like viral where he's singing like glycerine and it's like raining. When they
Yes.
did like those tours back then, like, yeah, I think I
He's
just like
gorgeous.
gravitate towards like that, like still like that alternative era of like music. Like I feel like what my daughter listens to, it's like I don't even know any of the songs.
I know, I know. I'm so my
Like
kids
Oasis
like
and just like that kind of.
the new stuff, I don't get it. Like the new they like this rock rap and then they like techno and I don't even know what's going on anymore. I realize I think I'm getting old because I only listen to old music now. So
Yeah.
that's like the first sign.
Yeah, like when the radio's on and you like can't sing along.
Yeah, I'm only in the grocery store where they play like the 30 and over hits, and I'm like, "Oh, I get
Yeah.
this. I know this." Well, dude, thanks, girl, so much for stopping by and updating us, and congrats. Can we see the ring one more
Yes, I'm
time?
like, "Can I show it off
Oh
one more
my
time?" I mean,
gosh.
and he really, like, picked this out
It's
without
beautiful.
yeah, without my help. And, like, the day when he went to go, ring shopping, like, I knew he was filming something, like, on his own, like, I kinda had my suspicions. And when he
Yeah.
came home, I said, "You better not have, like, bought a ring, like, your first time looking that I didn't even, like, you know, approve or like suggest." And he was like, don't worry about it. And then like, when he proposed, I'm like, I can't believe like you got that ring that day, like
Your
on camera.
intuition, it's always right. A female's
Yeah.
intuition is dead on. Well, it's freaking gorgeous.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And
Thank you.
I, of course, I'm going to keep watching Love After Lockup on WeTv and stay update with Melissa and Louie. And I will definitely reach back out if there's another cool life event that you can come share with us. That would
Yes,
rock.
totally.
All right. Bye,
All right.
girl.
Bye. Bye.